2 days before Elizabeth Albanese planned to take her family on vacation to Maui, she got a little surprise from the rental car company.
They said they were sorry, and they said that during COVID that a lot of the fleets had sold off, or a lot of the companies had sold off their fleets, and so they didn't have enough cars for the demand.
Fortunately, a car came through at the last minute, so it didn't ruin their Hawaii vacation.
We were lucky. We had a rate that was locked in because my husband travels so much. We had friends that were there with us, and they paid, I think, $2,000 for a week, a whole lot more than they were used to pay.
Anywhere from 3 to 10 times the amount that you'd normally pay on a typical year. So, a 4-day rental could be $1,000 easy. Whereas you might see, under $200 in a normal year.
With people eager to escape COVID shutdowns, Weinberg says the first places to see huge rises were warm weather destinations like Hawaii, Florida, Puerto Rico, and Las Vegas. He says around national parks in Montana, it's become nearly impossible to get a car at all.
When COVID first started, the rental car companies saw demand drop 90%. They basically didn't know when the demand was coming back. They had way too many cars to service the number of renters they had at the time, so they sold off huge numbers of vehicles. Initially, they parked them in fields and in stadiums and wherever they could on the side of the road. They sold off between 30 to 40% of their vehicle fleets, totaling hundreds of thousands of vehicles.
Compounding the problem is a global shortage of semiconductors.
You have computer chips that control all the major functions in the rental car, in an automobile. And these functions really require these computer chips in order to get off the assembly line. And without these computer chips being available, the cars just simply can't be pushed out into showrooms. And fleet buyers like rental car companies that typically buy vehicles at cut rate prices, they're the ones feeling the hit the hardest because you have retail buyers lined up at showrooms to pay full retail price.
Supply and demand is changing the way people travel. Typically, you book your flight, hotel, and then your rental car. Weinberg says people need to completely flip that around, check rental car availability first, even before booking your flight. This traveler found that out the hard way.
It definitely is a massive difference in the pricing from previous rentals.
Frustrating?
Very much so.
Weinberg suggests booking as early as possible with a pay later rate and using services like his to automatically check for better rates up to the date of your trip. He expects high prices throughout the summer with little relief in sight. Bork News, CGTN, San Jose, California.